Have you ever noticed those little things he does? Those thoughtful gestures that seem small on the surface but leave you feeling truly valued? If a man is falling for you, he'll go out of his way to make you feel special, and it won't always be in ways you expect. It's not about flashy surprises or big presents. Instead, it's the genuine, heartwarming actions that show he cares deeply and wants to make you smile every chance he gets. When he's falling for you, he'll find unique ways to show that you are always on his mind. Whether it's remembering your favorite snack, planning a date around something you love, or simply making sure you have the best day possible, his efforts speak volumes. It's his way of showing you that you're the priority in his life and that he's invested in your happiness. 1. He's always there for you, no matter what. One of the clearest signs that he's falling for you is when he's always there for you, no matter what. This isn't just about being present during the good times, but also about his unwavering support during the tough moments. When a man is genuinely invested in you, he shows up when you need him most, offering not only physical presence, but emotional support as well. Whether you're facing a personal challenge, dealing with stress, or going through an emotional roller coaster, he makes sure you know you're not alone. He'll drop everything to listen when you need to vent, offer a shoulder to cry on, or help you find a solution to a problem. His commitment to being there for you goes beyond mere words. It's a consistent action that speaks volumes about how deeply he cares for you. This kind of support isn't fleeting. It isn't just a one-time thing. It becomes a pattern. Even when things aren't perfect, he finds ways to be there. Maybe he calls to check in after a difficult day at work, or make sure you have everything you need when you're feeling under the weather. Sometimes, it's the small, everyday acts of kindness that show how much someone truly values you, the way he anticipates your needs and tries to alleviate your worries, speaks volumes about his growing affection for you. Moreover, this commitment doesn't come with strings attached. He's not expecting anything in return for his support. It's simply an expression of his deepening feelings for you. He's there because he genuinely wants to be, because you matter to him. His constant presence in your life is one of the most telling signs he's falling for you, and it's a gift that strengthens the bond between you both every day. 2. He remembers the little details about you. One of the most endearing signs that he's falling for you is how he remembers the little details about you. These small, often overlooked pieces of information might seem insignificant to most, but to him, they're important because they help him understand who you are on a deeper level. Whether it's your favorite coffee order, the book you were talking about last week, or a story from your childhood, he pays attention and holds on to these details as a way to show that he values you. When someone is genuinely falling for you, they take mental notes about things that matter to you. It could be something as simple as remembering that you prefer your pizza with extra cheese or recalling that you've been working on a new project at work. He might even surprise you by mentioning something you casually mentioned weeks ago, making you realize that he was truly listening and that you left an impression on him. This attention to detail doesn't just stop with likes and dislikes. It extends to your feelings, your goals, and your fears. He remembers the things that matter to you, and he makes an effort to support them. If you've ever shared your dreams, he's the one who encourages you, asks how it's going, or reminds you of how capable you are. He doesn't forget what you're passionate about, because your interests are important to him. What's even more special is that he doesn't need to be reminded. The things you've shared with him about your life, your family, your hopes, and even your little quirks stay with him. This kind of thoughtful attention is a key sign that he's falling for you, not only because it shows he cares, but because it reflects his desire to know you fully, to understand what makes you tick, and to be a part of your world. 3. He makes time for you even when he's busy. When a man is truly falling for you, one of the most telling signs is that he makes time for you even when his schedule is packed. Life can get hectic, and everyone has their own commitments: work, family, social obligations. Yet, if he's genuinely interested in you, he will prioritize you despite the busyness. This isn't just about carving out a few minutes to text you between meetings or scheduling occasional hangouts. It's about him actively finding ways to fit you into his day, even when it's tough. If he's constantly juggling tasks, but still makes it a point to check in, call you, or plan time together, it shows how much you mean to him. When someone truly values you, they'll go out of their way to make sure you don't feel neglected, even if it requires adjusting their schedule or stepping back from other responsibilities. For instance, he might rearrange plans or shift work commitments just to make sure you get to spend quality time together. Maybe he gets up earlier than usual to meet for a quick coffee before work, or he stays up a little later than he'd like just to chat with you. These little sacrifices demonstrate a level of care that goes beyond mere obligation. He's doing it because he genuinely wants to be with you. Even if he's busy with a million things on his plate, he won't let you feel like you're an afterthought. Instead, he'll make you a priority, showing that he values your time and your presence in his life. The effort he puts into making time for you, despite his busy life, speaks volumes about how deeply he's falling for you. His actions reveal that you're not just someone he's casually seeing. You're someone he's excited to build a future with. He introduces you to his friends and family. One of the most significant signs that he's falling for you is when he starts introducing you to his friends and family. This gesture goes beyond just spending time together. It shows that he's ready to integrate you into the more personal aspects of his life. When a man genuinely cares about you and sees a future together, he wants the important people in his life to know who you are. He values your connection enough to share it with those closest to him. Introducing you to his friends and family is a clear indication that he's serious about you. It's one thing for someone to keep you to themselves, but when he opens up and lets his inner circle see how important you are to him, it signifies a deeper commitment. His friends and family are the people who shape him, and by bringing you into this part of his life, he's signaling that he sees you as someone who fits into his world long term. This gesture can take various forms. He might invite you to a family gathering, bring you along for a casual hangout with friends, or even mention you during conversations. The key is that he is proud to have you by his side and isn't hiding you from anyone. It shows a level of trust and openness, suggesting that he's ready to let you into his life in a meaningful way. Moreover, how his friends and family react to you can also tell you a lot about how he feels. If he introduces you with pride, shares funny stories about you, or talks about your relationship with enthusiasm, it shows that he's falling for you and wants the world to know. This act is a strong sign that he's no longer just casually dating you. He's considering you as a potential life partner, someone he wants to build a future with. 5. He's genuinely interested in your thoughts and opinions. When a man is falling for you, one of the most telling signs is how genuinely interested he is in your thoughts and opinions. This goes beyond small talk or casual conversations. He wants to know what you think about various aspects of life, from your perspective on current events to your thoughts on personal topics. He seeks out your views because he values your mind and respects your unique perspective. When someone is truly invested in you, they care about what's important to you and how you see the world. He may ask for your advice on things that matter to him, whether it's related to his career, his relationships, or his hobbies. This shows that he values your input and trusts your judgment. He's not just looking for validation or agreement. He wants to understand your reasoning and hear your voice. Another indicator is how he engages with you during deeper conversations. If he's constantly asking you about your dreams, your goals, and what inspires you, it shows that he's trying to get to know you on a much deeper level. He's not just interested in what you look like or what you do for fun. He wants to know what makes you tick, what drives you, and what values you hold dear. He respects your individuality and is fascinated by the person you are, inside and out. Furthermore, he listens actively when you speak. He doesn't just nod along or offer surface-level responses. He asks follow-up questions, shows curiosity, and genuinely wants to understand your feelings and thoughts. This level of attention is a clear sign that he's falling for you, not only because he cares about you emotionally, but also because he admires the way you think and the way you view the world. His interest in your opinions reflects his growing affection and his desire to build a connection that goes beyond the surface. 6. He makes an effort to understand your needs. When a man is falling for you, one of the most profound signs is how he makes an effort to understand your needs, both emotional and practical. He's not just focused on what he wants or how he feels. He takes the time to truly understand what you need in a relationship and in life. Whether it's emotional support, quality time, or even small acts of kindness, he shows a deep awareness of what makes you feel valued and cared for. This effort goes beyond the typical gestures of affection. It's about him noticing when you need space, when you need reassurance, or when you need a shoulder to lean on. He pays attention to your body language and the tone of your voice, picking up on subtle cues that reveal your mood or emotional state. When you're feeling stressed or upset, he doesn't just brush it off. He actively seeks to comfort you, asking what you need or offering support in a way that feels thoughtful and genuine. Additionally, he understands that everyone's needs are different and that they can change over time. If he's falling for you, he'll make a conscious effort to adapt to those shifts, whether it's adjusting the way he communicates or being more attuned to how you express your feelings. He won't just assume he knows what's best for you. Instead, he'll ask, listen, and make sure his actions align with what you truly need. For example, if you've mentioned that you value quality time over grand gestures, he'll prioritize spending meaningful moments with you, even in the midst of his busy schedule. If you've shared that you prefer a more low-key approach to romance, he'll respect that and find ways to show his affection in ways that resonate with you. His willingness to adapt and put effort into meeting your needs reveals a level of care that goes beyond surface-level attraction. In essence, his commitment to understanding your needs isn't just about doing things for you, it's about genuinely knowing and respecting you at a deeper level. This constant attentiveness is one of the most significant signs he's falling for you, as it shows that he values you as a whole person and is invested in making you feel seen, heard, and loved. 7. He's physically affectionate, even without saying much. One of the most powerful signs that a man is falling for you is his physical affection, especially when he expresses his feelings without needing to say much. It's in the way he holds your hand during a walk, the gentle touch on your back as you move through a crowded space, or the warm embrace when you least expect it. His affection speaks volumes, showing that his feelings for you are deep and real, even in the quiet moments. Physical touch can be a powerful expression of love and care, and when he's falling for you, he will find ways to show this through small gestures that don't need to be explained with words. His touch is often tender and comforting, as though he's saying, "I'm here for you," without actually having to vocalize it. These moments of physical connection can help foster emotional intimacy, allowing both of you to feel more closely bonded without a single word needing to be spoken. He may not always verbalize his feelings, but his actions convey a sense of closeness and affection. This could be a simple hand on your knee during a movie, an arm around your shoulder when you're walking together, or his fingers gently brushing your hair from your face. These little acts of touch are his way of making sure you feel safe, appreciated, and loved, even without him having to say much. It's a subtle, yet powerful way of expressing how much he cares. Additionally, these acts of affection are often spontaneous and instinctive, rather than forced. When someone is truly falling for you, these moments feel natural and effortless. It's not about impressing you with grand gestures. It's about the quiet, genuine moments where his body mirrors his emotions. His physical affection shows that he's deeply comfortable with you and values the emotional connection that you share. In the end, his touch becomes a language of its own, one that conveys warmth affection, and a sense of deep attachment. It's a clear sign that he's falling for you, even when he doesn't need to say a word. 8. He's always looking out for your happiness. A man who's falling for you will constantly look out for your happiness. This doesn't mean he's trying to solve every problem or take over your life, but rather that he genuinely wants to see you smile and feel content. Your joy becomes a priority for him, and he goes out of his way to contribute to it in any way he can. He pays attention to the things that make you happy and tries to bring those into your life. Whether it's surprising you with your favorite snack, planning a day doing something you love, or simply being there to support you, his actions show that your happiness matters deeply to him. It's not just about big gestures. The little, everyday efforts he makes to brighten your day are even more meaningful. What's special about this behavior is that it's selfless. He doesn't do these things expecting anything in return. He's not trying to impress you or earn brownie points. Instead, his motivation comes from a place of genuine care and affection. Seeing you happy is its own reward for him because your well-being adds to his sense of fulfillment and joy. Even during your tough times, he's there to lift your spirits. If you're feeling down or stressed, he'll do whatever he can to make things better. Maybe he'll crack a joke to lighten the mood, offer a hug for comfort, or just sit with you in silence to show his support. His goal isn't to fix you, but to be a source of light and positivity in your life. Ultimately, his consistent effort to prioritize your happiness is a clear sign of his deep feelings for you. When someone looks out for your joy this way, it shows that they care about you on a profound level and want to be a part of your life in a meaningful, lasting way. He shows vulnerability and opens up about his emotions. One of the most significant signs that a man is falling for you is when he shows vulnerability and opens up about his emotions. For many people, especially men, being vulnerable can be difficult. It requires trust and a deep level of emotional comfort. So, when he starts sharing his innermost thoughts, fears, and feelings with you, it's a clear indication that he's letting you into his heart and sees you as someone he can be truly himself around. He might share moments from his past that have shaped him or talk about his hopes and anxieties for the future. These conversations might not always be easy for him, but he does it because he trusts you and values the connection you share. This openness shows that he's willing to let down his walls and expose his true self, which is a sign of deep emotional investment. When a man is falling for you, he'll want you to know the real him, not just the confident, put-together exterior, but also the raw, vulnerable side. This could be about his insecurities, past heartbreaks, or challenges he's facing in his personal or professional life. He may express feelings of uncertainty or fear, knowing that you will listen without judgment and offer support and understanding. This vulnerability can also manifest in how he expresses his love for you. He might not always have the right words to say, but when he speaks about his feelings for you, it's honest and heartfelt. He might admit that he's falling for you or share how much you mean to him. His willingness to show his emotional side without fear of rejection or misunderstanding is a powerful sign that his feelings for you run deep. Moreover, it's not just about sharing deep conversations. It's in the everyday moments when he allows himself to be real with you. Whether it's admitting when he's feeling stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, or asking for help when he needs it. These acts of emotional openness show that he's comfortable being vulnerable around you, which is one of the clearest signs he's falling for you. In essence, when he opens up and shows his true self, it's a sign that he's not only trusting you with his heart, but also inviting you to be a part of his emotional journey. It demonstrates that he sees you as someone worthy of his full, unguarded affection and that he's ready to build a deep, authentic connection with you. 10. He's protective of you in a caring way. When a man is falling for you, One of the most reassuring signs is how protective he becomes of you. Not in a controlling or overbearing way, but in a caring, thoughtful manner. He wants to make sure you feel safe, respected, and valued, and this desire to protect you stems from his genuine affection and care. This protective instinct may not always be obvious, but it shows up in the small, everyday ways he looks out for your well-being. He'll be attentive when you're in situations that could make you uncomfortable, like making sure you get home safely after a night out, walking you to your car, or simply checking in to see if you're okay. His concern isn't driven by possessiveness, but by a desire to ensure you're taken care of, both physically and emotionally. For example, he might be the first to notice if something feels off, whether it's a person making you uncomfortable, a stressful situation at work, or a minor health issue that you've brushed off. Instead of ignoring it, he'll step in to offer help or support, not because he wants to control you, but because he genuinely cares about your happiness and safety. His actions speak louder than words when it comes to making sure you're okay. Moreover, he'll also protect your emotions. He's the kind of person who will go out of his way to shield you from unnecessary drama or negativity. If someone says something hurtful to you or about you, he won't hesitate to stand up for you in a respectful way. His protective nature extends beyond physical safety. It's about ensuring that you're treated with kindness, love, and respect, especially when he's around. His protection is always in balance. He understands that you're capable of taking care of yourself, but that doesn't stop him from wanting to be there for you in times of need. Whether it's standing by your side during tough moments or offering support when you need it most, his protective nature is a reflection of how deeply he feels for you. In the end, his protectiveness isn't about limiting your freedom or making you dependent on him. It's about showing that he values you enough to always be there when you need him, and that he's committed to ensuring your happiness and safety in every way possible. 11. He's supportive of your dreams and ambitions. A man who is truly falling for you will show a deep interest in your dreams, goals, and ambitions. He won't just nod along when you talk about your future. He'll genuinely support you in chasing those dreams and will encourage you to reach for your fullest potential. This support is a clear indication that he values who you are, not just as a partner, but as an individual with your own aspirations and path in life. When he's falling for you, he'll take the time to understand what drives you, whether it's your career goals, creative passions, or personal growth. Instead of feeling threatened or insecure about your ambitions, he'll be excited about them. He'll listen with interest when you talk about your hopes, and he'll celebrate your wins, no matter how big or small. His encouragement won't come from a place of obligation, but from a genuine desire to see you thrive. If you're working towards something, he'll be there to offer support, whether it's giving you the confidence to keep going or offering practical help when needed. For example, if you're stressed about a project, he might help you brainstorm ideas, offer advice, or simply give you the space you need to focus. If you're working toward a promotion or starting a new venture, he'll cheer you on, providing motivation when you need it most. Moreover, his support doesn't just come in the form of words, it's in his actions too. If he sees an opportunity that aligns with your goals, he may even help connect you with people or resources that could be beneficial. He'll want to ensure you have every chance to succeed because your happiness and growth are just as important to him as his own. When a man shows interest in your dreams and actively supports your ambitions, it demonstrates a deep level of respect for who you are as a person. He's not looking to hold you back. Instead, he's ready to walk beside you, helping you reach the heights you've always envisioned. His support is a clear sign that he's invested not just in your relationship, but in you as an individual with a bright future ahead. 12. He goes out of his way to make you feel special. One of the clearest signs that a man is falling for you is how he consistently goes out of his way to make you feel special. It's not about grand gestures or expensive gifts. It's the little, thoughtful actions he takes to show that you mean the world to him. These actions demonstrate that he cares deeply about making you feel valued, loved, and appreciated. He will often surprise you with small, meaningful things that show he's paying attention to your likes, dislikes, and unique preferences. Whether it's bringing you your favorite coffee, planning a date around something you love, or remembering the little details about your life, he's constantly finding ways to show that you are on his mind. It's not about impressing you. It's about showing you that you are worthy of his time and effort. This could also mean he makes sure to celebrate your milestones, no matter how big or small. Whether it's remembering your birthday, celebrating your achievements, or just making sure you have a good day, he's there to acknowledge the things that matter to you. It's the way he listens intently when you talk about something you're passionate about, offering support or encouragement because he wants to see you happy. Moreover, he'll make you feel special in the way he treats you every day. When a man goes out of his way for you, it shows in the way he communicates. He'll check in on you during the day, send sweet texts, and offer words of affirmation that make you feel seen and valued. His actions, whether they're big or small, are a testament to his love for you and his desire to make you feel cherished. In essence, when he consistently goes out of his way to make you feel special, it's not just about winning your affection. It's his way of expressing how much you mean to him and how deeply he's invested in your happiness. This constant thoughtfulness and effort are a sure sign that he's falling for you and is eager to show you that you are one of the most important parts of his life.